Hello, my name is Emma. Well, I guess you probably know that because you're already on my channel. I'm just starting a new series. It is going to be on The Sims. I play The Sims 4, and my setup is really super not fancy. So, um, I'm playing on the same computer that I'm recording on, so we're just gonna see how it goes. Um, so I'm gonna do the legacy challenge. And if you're not familiar with what that is, I'm going to explain it. I haven't started yet, and I've never done this before. So the legacy challenge is when you follow 10 generations of the same sim family. So I'm starting off by myself, just me. I made me, or the closest version of me that I could figure out. Um, there's a lot of rules. I'm going to tell you about the rules. But first of all, there's like several options you have to make to decide like how your generations are going to go, like who is in charge of each generation. And I did the gender law. Uh, so that means that I am going to, or the gender law I picked was strict equality, which means that I'm going to go back and forth. So I'm starting with a female sim, and then I'll go with my male child, firstborn male child, and then back and forth like that. So it'll be every other for each generation. For the bloodline law, I picked strict traditional, which means that they have to be my blood children, or that Sim's blood children, to continue on the generation. For the heir law, I picked firstborn, so the firstborn of whatever gender is needed for the next um, generation to be in charge. So for this Sim, I named her Emma. Um, she's going to go with her firstborn male child. So if she has like two girls, she has to raise those still, but the first boy child to be born is the one that will take over like when she dies. Um for my species law, I chose tolerant, which basically just means if I were to marry an alien, my alien child could take over my place and it wouldn't be like illegal or whatever. Um, so there's a whole bunch of like ways that you can get points. The way I'm playing, I believe I can get up to 108 points if I achieve certain things. So one of the things is unique characteristics. So just for starters, my current sim has her aspiration set as being a Renaissance sim, which automatically gave her the trait of being a quick learner. And then the three I picked for her, because they were the three that I felt were closest to me, were bookworm, good, and geek. So yeah. For the rules, I have printouts of things to help me because there's like a lot of information and there's like spreadsheets online, but I'm not great at spreadsheets, so we're just gonna try to keep track of it by on pen and paper. Rule number one: no cheats, hacks, or mods. So, yes, except for the cheat that we have to use. If you look at my current household income, or what would that be called? Savings. I have $8,000. I have to cheat to get myself down to 1,800. So the starting amount for the regular way of playing Legacy is 1,800. If you're playing like the extreme, you start with 0, and it's like a rags to riches. But I'm going to play the regular because I'll probably die anyways. Um, so I'll do that now. Bring my money down to 1,800. So I have to remember what. There we go. And let me see, I have it pulled up. So I'm going to type in testing cheats true, enter, then the amount of money, and then enter. Okay, so Testing cheats true, enter. 1800, enter. That doesn't look like it worked. Oh, testing cheats space true, enter, then money exit. Okay, let's try this again. Off to a fantastic start, if I say so myself. So, testing cheats true. 1800, enter. Am I stupid? Oh, yeah, I am stupid. Okay, money X. So I need to type money and then 1800. Money. Okay, figured that out. Now I want to get rid of my cheat bar. Okay, so that's the only cheat that I can use. And then I looked up about mods because it's really hard. I have a slice of life mod and then like a height slider mod, neither of which are like going to make it easier. So I checked, you can use like pack stuff, so like things I've downloaded, and then any mods that will not make it easier for someone who didn't have the mods. So if it's just like a piece of clothing or like in the mod I have downloaded, it's like she gets zits and things like that. That's not going to make it any easier for me than it would for someone who doesn't have those mods, so I can use those. The only ones I can't use are the ones like where I can get lots of money or I can make myself win the lottery, things like that. So rule number 2, no restarting bad events. So I can't just exit out without saving and then try again. No merging or moving in Sims unless by addition of spouse. So I can't like bring anyone into my family to help me earn money unless that person is my spouse. And when I move my spouse in, I have to get rid of any additional funds that they bring into my house. So like when I move my sim in, I'm going to have to do that cheat back to whatever it is that my original amount is. The family must remain on the same lot from start to completion of the challenge. So we have to stay here. And if you're familiar with Sims, you can only have 8 Sims living on a property. They can move out. Any Sims that are not being used can move out, but the challenge Sims have to stay in this lot. Sims may use an anti-aging item once in their life, so there are potions that you can get from like achieving aspirations with your Sims points, and it's saying you can use one of those once. No freezing or lengthening lifespans. They must be set on normal, and my Sims lifespan is set on normal, mostly because I don't know how to change it. No changing aspirations unless you finish it. So if I finished my Renaissance Sim aspiration all the way, then I could change it, but I really doubt that's going to happen because I'm starting with $1,800, no house, and I have to figure out a way to have children. No bringing Sims back from the dead, which is fair, but I also don't know how to do that. No moving out the current heir. So you can move out spare heirs. That's kind of fun, spare heirs. But you can't move out the one that's going to take over. They have to stay on that lot. I think I already said that. Your legacy family requires your undivided attention, so no playing other families. Meaning I can only like have friendships with other families. I can't switch control to those other families. So like if I get really invested in like, I think the most famous family is like the Goths. If I get really invested in the Goths story, I can't start playing them. I have to stick to my current family. You can follow Sims to playable jobs like detective and doctors. I don't think I'm gonna do that just because, well, I might do it for my first. We'll see. I have playable jobs, but that wouldn't help with my aspiration. So I probably won't choose that. The RGSP wishing well can be used once per sim. I don't have that, so don't have to worry about that. You can you can change that pesky city native aspiration and spouses. So I don't know what this is. I've never met a sim that had this, but I think it's probably that they have to live in the city. So there's different worlds. I'm assuming it would mean that they have to live in the city, and I haven't built my house in the city. So if I met someone and wanted to be them to be my spouse, they would have to move to me, and that wouldn't work if they were a city native. But I can get rid of that if I run across it. Um, you can start with aliens or vampires. I am not, but you can. Um, and any sim can be a toddler's caretaker, which is swell. And if you have parenthood, which is an expansion pack, I think. You don't have to roll for the upbringing traits. Do with those what you wish. So I can choose their upbringing traits, but I think I'm probably just going to random because that's kind of the fun part is you don't know what you're going to get. Okay, so here we go. I'm a little nervous because you can't start over and I can't just get rid of things that I don't like. But I'm pretty sure I can just get a job and then continue building onto my house. So that's where I'm going to go ahead and start. First, I'm going to see what I can afford. I guess, what do I need? I definitely need a bed. And a toilet and a shower. It's moving really slow. I'm wondering if this is because I'm streaming, if I might have to do it on my phone next time. Okay, I'm going to need a bed. Let's get the cheapest bed I can possibly get that fits a grown person. Does this fit a grown person? I think so. Does this fit a grown person? Do any of these fit grown people? I thought they were just... That one's for children. That one's for children. Space saving single. Okay. Sweet. Got my bed. Down to $1,300. I need a toilet. The cheapest toilet I can get, so $250. I also probably need a shower. Could I get by with that? It's only $40 cheaper, so I'm not going to. And then I'd really like to be inside when I poop. So let's build some walls if we can. I wonder how big I'm going to be able to build. Okay, not very much, I see. Ah! Am I gonna make it? I think I'm just barely gonna make it. Oh, but I need a door. Okay. A cheap door. That one's only 50. That one's only 52, but it's see-through. That one's hideous. Okay, this one's also hideous. Personalized kids door. Kitchen door problem. Okay, we'll do this one. $50, not bad. I can do that. Okay. That is going to leave me with $25, which is not very much. So I guess I should probably get myself a job. And I'm doing Renaissance Sims, so that means I should probably get something like, well, I can't do writer because I don't have a computer. So maybe let's just see what they have. Find a job. Okay. So I'm looking for a Renaissance-y job. I think it would probably be best to either go with entertainer or painter. But I think for painter, you have to have um, an easel because I think you have to do stuff at home. Do you have to have anything for? Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. I'm a bookworm and a geek, but I can't write because I don't have a computer. Um, let's go with education. First of all, because it's what I am. And second of all, because books, I think. So we'll do that. Unfortunately, my job doesn't start until 8 o'clock. I would love to create a lesson plan, but I cannot because I do not have a computer. So sorry. I am now a substitute teacher at Knowledge Providers Association, and I start at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. So it is currently 1 o'clock on Tuesday, which means I should probably do some things. And I don't need to do anything. So, how's about I go visit some people? Oh, I'm playful because I saw a butterfly. That's sweet. Let's travel. Where do I want to travel to? Let's go to the library because I'm a bookie person and then I can read for free. Okay, we have arrived at the We've arrived at the library. I have noticed that my computer is being really slow because I'm trying to record and play at the same time, so I might have to figure something out for that. But here we are. Is this a male that we could have children with? Skylar, that's a questionable name. It looks like it might be a boy, but he also looks old. I'm not about that life. So let's read something because I'm bookish and that will make me happy. If anyone knows how to record on my phone and get it onto a video on my computer, let me know because that'd be swell. I'm reading. I'm about to start my period in 3 days. I'm being analyzed and I am grossed out because someone near me is stinky. Is it this person? Are you stinky? Gerardo Chadwick? Are you single? Let's check. Friendly introduction. Forget about the book. You don't have to put the book back, just talk to him. He's also reading a book, so hey, oh, maybe I could. I turned it down though, so maybe I can't. I wonder if I could get ready with that lesson plan now, but I think I turned it down, so I don't know if I can. I can! Hopefully, I'm going to introduce myself before the day is over. Oh my god, you don't have to put your book away too. Just introduce yourselves so that we can get married and have a child who can be our heir. Okay? It's not that hard. Oh, he's playful. Maybe we could be playful. We were playful earlier with the butterfly. Okay, friendly greeting. Maybe we're gonna get rid of the lesson plan thing because this is more important. Oh, vacuum cleaner. Hello, good day, vacuum cleaner. Oh, he's a librarian. That's so cute. Oh, I like that. We could be, I don't know, librarian and teacher friends. Oh, we've already introduced. We don't need to do that again. Oh, we like each other. Look at how quickly we started to like each other. Oh, I said Geraldo, I think. It's Gerardo. Gerardo's an interesting name. Let's nice, friendly. Let's ask about day. Oh, I'm talking about books. That sounds very on brand. I already know what his career is, so I'm not gonna do that. Can I get to know? I would love to get to ask if Gerardo wants kids. That's a little forward. Um, get to know. He's cute. Look at his little glasses, and he's got a red hair and a beard. That's cute. I'm about it. He's enthusiastic about whatever he's telling me. Having a good day, I would hope. I still know nothing about him. Oh, talking about trash. That's fun. Always a good way to make friends. He's neat. That's always a good trait to have when we have kids. Neat is good. I have acquired the charisma skill. So I'm on level 1 with the charisma skill. I wonder if you can, like, borrow these iPads. I should have picked a criminal career and I could have just yeeted it. Okay, we're having a pleasant conversation, but he's bored. We need to talk about books. He's a librarian. Of course, he's going to want to talk about books. But I don't know if that's an option. Discuss latest book. He's going to like this. Or maybe he's just being a librarian because there's nothing else to do. I hope he actually likes books so that we can, like, hit it off, about books. I'm a bookworm. Bookworms are inspired by books and love to discuss them with other Sims. Me too. Oh, he looks like he's into it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he liked that. He's confident. So that means he gets some sort of, like, moodlet from books, which means it's probably one of his traits, which means it's not a unique trait for our future, but oh, I'm inspired. Look at this. What is this? I've never seen this moodlet before. Oh. Oh my god. Did he just say, do we have to have this conversation right now? Okay, well, this is not going well. I have seen several negative reactions, which is bad. Oh my god, at home, I didn't even give me a refrigerator or anything. Oh dear god. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get food. And I have no money to get food. And my hunger's going down, so that's fun. Maybe there's a, like, kiosk around here where I could snag some food. There's tables. There's tables, but no food place. What's over here? Can I eat here? Probably really expensive food. Oh, I'm stressed. I need to work harder. I don't understand how these things are my personality type. How does my personality type decide I want to meal plan? I personally do not want to meal plan, so I'm confused by that. We really need food and we didn't get ourselves a refrigerator. This is going to be, can I go to this garbage can? Nope, just visit the cafe. Okay, well, I guess I'll do that because I need to eat something and I only have $25. No, I'm going by myself to the cafe. Gerardo's being mean to me. We'll talk to him later when he's not in such a bad mood. Okay, a million hours later, I have arrived at the cafe, and I'm going to attempt to find the least expensive food I can find. Um, order food for here, I guess, since we don't get to do that anymore. Oh my god, I can only have dessert food. Oh my god. Okay, I guess I'm gonna eat a scone. No, croissants are way better. I'm gonna eat a croissant for dinner and hope that the school feeds me lunch tomorrow because apparently all I can order here is a croissant, a scone, and a cannoli. So I guess we're gonna go with croissant and we're gonna eat our croissant. We're gonna be happy with it. Also, I realized that I forgot a sink, which means that every time I go to the bathroom, if I want to be a clean person, I'm going to have to take a shower, which is going to be time consuming. But okay, that looks like a delicious croissant. Give it to me. Don't give it to that woman. It is mine. I paid $3 for it. I'm down to $22 in my life. So eat your stupid croissant. And if that fella didn't have such an unfortunate haircut, maybe talk to him. Why are you just standing in the middle? Oh my god. Sim logic is none. There is no sim logic. She's standing in front of the counter to order. She already ordered and she's eating it. She's just gonna stand there. I swear. Okay, hurry up and eat your croissant so you can get out of the way. And then we're going to go home so that you can, I guess, just go to the bathroom and sleep because that's all you can do at your home. Yeah, just step around me. You do not need to wait for me to eat my croissant. Y'all can just go around. You do not need to wait there. Oh, who's this short fella? Shorts fella. Derek McLeod. Aside from the short shorts, I'm digging it. Let's friendly introduction. Just, yeah, right here in the middle of the line. Let's friendly introduce. Why are you? Oh my god, you exhaust me. You could both eat your croissant and introduce yourself to the handsome sim at the same time. Also, I recognize that the sim is too far away to call over. That would be me if I were a barista. It'd be a disaster. Oh, wait. Oh, you're running away from me and I want to talk to you. Wait, Derek. Derek, don't walk. What are you doing? Derek, come back. I'm chasing you with my croissant. Derek. Derek. Oh my slow. I want to talk to you with my croissant. Oh, this is a disaster. I'm never going to get to talk to him. He's running away from me. He's running away from me and I'm chasing him with my croissant. Can you just stop? This is a disaster. Okay, we had to go over here by the nasty grasses to introduce ourselves. Also, do not stop eating that croissant. You did not waste $3 on that to leave it half eaten. Yeah, I just followed you over here for like 5 minutes. No big. He's bored too. I must just be like a boring human. I am a boring human. It's depressing. Okay, so he's bored, but, like, he doesn't hate us. I'm not gonna ask about the latest book because last time I did that, I got yelled at, so we're going to get to know him, hopefully. I just can't understand this. Ask if Derek had woohoo? That is a very insensitive question. I can't just ask him if he's had woohoo. You can't just ask someone if they've had get to know. Okay. Get to know also, are you done with your croissant? Because I don't think you are. Also, it feels weird that I'm a young adult in the game and I don't feel like I'm a young adult anymore. I feel like by the time you're 29, you're just an adult, which is unfortunate, but whatever. I don't understand why we're only talking about coffee. Okay, so in getting to know Derek, he is also a geek, which is not going to help us with our unique unique characteristics, but he's a geek, so we should be able to get along pretty decently. Okay. I don't know if I know him well enough to check on him. That might be like a friend thing. We've only had 2 interactions, so I'm not sure if we could consider each other friends. I'll ask about career. And I really she needs to eat her croissant because, like, I paid $3 for that croissant and I only have $22 to my name. Oh, Derek is unemployed, which is not great for us because that means that he wouldn't be bringing in any money, but it would also make it easier because we wouldn't have to cheat and get rid of his money. Also, I'm thinking he just had a breakup because he just yelled at me about broken hearts, and that seems like not a thing you would do if you were, like, in a happy relationship. So, I would like to ask if he's single, but I don't know if I know him well enough. Eat your croissant! Maybe finding out if he's single would be a romantic thing. Ask if single. It's very straightforward, but we're trying to accomplish something, so he's single! Hooray! Okay, that's good news for us. Because that other guy, well, here's the real test. We need to see how he feels about books. Because that other guy was not. I mean, I asked him about books and he said, "Do we have to have this conversation right now?" Which is like not what you want to hear when you ask about books. So, let's talk about some books. Okay, don't let me down, Derek. Oh, he's talking about writing. I feel like writing and books are like go together. Yay! Okay. So, I like Derek. Oh, double pluses. That's great. Okay. So, I'm thinking Derek might be our first spouse. But right now I need to go home and pee and go to bed so that I can go to work in not that long. And apparently I'm going to walk home, which is going to take 5 ever. I'm home. Okay. I'm going to pee. And then I'm supposed to be having fun, but I really need to go to bed because I have school tomorrow. And maybe if I make money at school, I will be able to buy something that would be fun, like a bookshelf or something like that. A really cheap TV. That's asking a lot. Oh, just gonna scroll on the phone while I'm. How is my hygiene going up when I'm on the toilet? It's very confusing. And then when I'm done peeing / being on the phone, I'm going to sleep. Oh yeah, this is there's some weird things that came with the slice of life mod. Just ignore it. And then I guess if I sleep now, I might be able to. It says it's only 8:23 p.m. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning back there. Oh, thanks. What are we celebrating? It doesn't say there's a holiday at all. But thanks, Derek. Oh my god, I'm getting hungry again already. I don't have money for being hungry. Also, I hope it's okay to sleep outside because I don't really have any other option. But this right here is the start of my very own house. It's only like 3 foot by 2 foot right now. Just kidding, that would make my toilet like an inch. It's only like 6 feet by 4 feet, but eventually it will be a house with children and love. And maybe I'll be able to fit my bed inside. Oh god, I'm gonna wake up with a lot of time left before it's time for work, and I have nothing to do. I mean, I guess I'll take a shower, and pee again. What's dag dag mean? What is he talking to me? Why did he say dag dag? Is that a nice thing to say? Is it a mean thing to say? Are we like buddies? Is dag dag like, hey? Or is dag dag like, I hate you? Also, I guess he doesn't have work in the morning. I was gonna say, what a strange time to text someone dag dag, but he doesn't have a job, so he probably doesn't have to go to bed at a certain time. Okay, we are going to go ahead and wake up at some point and take a shower so that we can be ready for work. And then hopefully at work, they'll feed us lunch. That'd be really swell. Because, like, out of school, you would think you could eat, like, the cafeteria lunch. But I guess we'll find out if she either dies or comes home, like, starving. Oh, crap. I just realized I don't think I have a... Oh, I do. My mailbox way over on the side. So when I get my bills, I'm going to have to take a hike over there to... For some reason, you had to buy a lot that was 50 by 50. I don't know if, like, eventually you're supposed to fill that with house. But I'm, first of all, really bad at building houses. And second of all, have no spatial awareness. So I need to remember that my mailbox is way the heck over there so that I build my house less far away. I guess maybe she could play games on her phone until it's time to leave. Are there games? Fishing and gardening. Okay, neither of those. Oh, play game. But I could also, I'm pretty sure I can get, like, on social media. So I could add to my Simstagram story and be like, get followers. And I think at some point you can make money from being, like, Simstagram famous. So 12 whole followers. Get it. I'm really hungry. Emma's a geek. These Sims need to play games and are great at finding rare collection items in the world due to their innate knowledge. Oh, I didn't realize that, but you can also get points for collections, so that's nice. I guess I'd probably have to, like, start looking for things, though. I think you have to, like, dig up stuff to collect. Why did I pick the most sad-looking plot of land? Work for Emma starts in 1 hour. What would you like to do? I would like her to go to work. Oh, good, it's raining. My bed's gonna get all wet. At least I'm inside. There's no lights. Oh, good morning, world. I understand that it's raining, but we're happy. That's nice. She's so much happier in the morning than I am. Also, this outfit is definitely something I would wear, but I don't wear my hair up, so that part is inaccurate, but the rest of it is pretty spot on. Except I think in order to go to work, you have to change into different clothes. I'm not sure if it's the same thing with being a teacher, but for other jobs, you have to like change into clothes to go to work. So we will find out if I get to wear my outfit or if I have a uniform. Also, for grading homework in Teacher's Padfolio, I really hope I don't need a desk for that because I don't have a desk and it wasn't even on my top 10 list of things I need to buy. So hopefully I can just do that sitting. Oh, I did have to change my clothes. I'm wearing a little blazer, some blazer action. And I guess I'm just going to sit here until I get home from work. Still starving. I ate! Okay, so if I get to go to work, I get to eat. That's good. That is good. Except for I ate at like 10:30 in the morning. So I'm going to be hungry again. Which sucks. But if I come home, I might get a paycheck and then I might be able to buy like a cooler of something at least. Are there any trees around me that I could like get food from? No, I live in the smack dab middle of the rainiest, saddest place. How did I get to? Did I take a boat to school? Derek's having a birthday party. Do I want to come, but I'm at work. Of course you would ask me at 1:06 in the freaking daytime when I have work. I'm sorry, Derek. Ask me again later. I promise that I will come to your next party for whatever it is. Want to stay at my place today? We can. Yes, Derek, I do want that so bad, but I'm at work. What part of that do you not comprehend? Also, someone just showed up on my property and then left. I do want to do that, Derek. I'm so sorry. I'm ruining it with Derek by having a job. How long do I have to work for? I get to eat twice at work. Score! I brought home $176. That is good. Okay. I am going to pause here. And I will come back and play some more later. But I'm excited because I met my potential husband, Derek. He spells his name kind of funny, but that's okay. I also got a job. I earned $176, which means I'm at $198. I can probably soon buy a fridge. It's Wednesday, which means I have 2 more days of work before the weekend. I think it's going well. I am going to try to figure out how to work the spreadsheet because I think in the long run it's going to be easier to keep track of points if I do it that way. But that's where we are for now. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all later. Maybe. There we go. All right, bye.